If you want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the Teespring store or the shoe store that is located in the comment section below. A 41-year-old Florida man was arrested for allegedly harming and impregnating a 13-year-old family member, then telling investigators that voodoo was to blame. Gene Innocent was taken into custody last week and charged with 2 counts of be with a child, 1 count of incest, and 1 count of impregnation of a minor, according to a probable cause affidavit of a 13-year-old victim, whose name is redacted in the affidavit to shield her identity as a minor, was brought to St. Mary's Hospital on deck, 19, suffering from abdominal pain. The child allegedly told investigators that she had intercourse with Innocent approximately 4 times since she had abdominal surgery in July 2020. The victim allegedly described the first time by saying it took place over the summer of 2022. She claimed the second instance out of place in November 2022. The victim stated was at work when entered her bedroom and told her give me 10 minutes. The victim said no and was refusing and crying. The victim stated that stopped and said never mind because she was crying. He then left the room. The victim allegedly told police that the encounter made her feel weird and said it hurt. Investigators organized a recorded one-party consent control call from the victim to Innocent per the affidavit. During the call, the victim allegedly told Innocent that she had recently been throwing up, saying the hospital was about to give her a pregnancy test, told her to say no, and began making up a story to tell about a relationship with a boy named Seaman. He told the victim if she tells he will go to jail, told the victim she was not pregnant because her period was not due for another week. The victim asked, "Did you do it inside of me?" Replied, "Yes, I think I do it." The defendant allegedly added that he believed his pre-fluid could have caused the pregnancy. Investigators on deck, 19 took Innocent into custody and interviewed him regarding the allegations. Innocent allegedly told investigators that he believes voodoo caused him to have intercourse with. He further claimed that he only remembered intercourse with the victim on 2 separate occasions, with the first time happening approximately 3 months prior to his arrest. He stated that they were inside of his bedroom on his bed, described telling he needed 5 minutes. He stated that it was only for a few seconds and then he stopped and left the room. Innocent allegedly said that the second instance took place inside of his bedroom. That time, he allegedly entered and asked her for 10 minutes. He stated that he told, "This is the last time I'm going to ask." He said that had tears coming from her eyes and she said okay. I want to first start off by saying that I'm very sorry that this happened to this young girl. This is something that should have never happened. This is the main thing, the main reason why I speak so much on these stories, because again, you don't have a lot of adults willing to talk about these stories due to the fact of the nature of the stories and the type of energy that is specifically there. But people just have to look at the ugliness that is directly out there in the world. And the main thing that I have consistently stated, and this is something I learned from my mom. So again, if any of the so on or so on wants to have an issue, I guess I'll have my mom come up here and decide to specifically speak, right? Because a lot of people tend to have mouths when it comes to this. My mom basically told me that she didn't directly decide to date due to the fact that she had me, and she was more concerned with my well-being and the potentiality of guys, uh, regardless of whoever they are, a potentiality of something, going wrong, such as this. In one of the parts of the article, they stated that an individual was at work, and more than likely, I'm taking it that that was the mother. For whatever reason, they wanted to redact the name. I feel like the name should specifically be out there because, and due to the fact that um, the individual, the mother, allowed this person to live in the same home as the child, allowed this individual to have access, to the child. Um, It was basically stated that he, visited her room quite a few times, had conversations with her, tried, a few things here and there. Some of the stuff I cut out because I'm like, it don't need to, people can pretty much, just get what it is by the words, and how it is that it went. Um, I don't even know where to even go technically, because I had to actually take a pause, and just do some other stories just to try to level out. The main thing that I'm just trying to get through is that for a lot of the women out there that are single mothers, I would hope that you would have the best interest of your children at heart and not think of selfish gains, meaning that, oh, well, I'm a single parent, I'm lonely. What about me? What about my life? And different things like that. Never put the things that you want in life before your kids, because the moment in time that you do, things like this can take place. I once told a woman that I was seeing at one point in time, uh, we had met, online. This was like earlier. This is like 1920. And I specifically told her, I'm like, yo, realistically, you lucked up. Um, and you shouldn't take, a lot of options like this. You shouldn't take opportunities like this to potentially meet somebody online, because you don't specifically know who they are. And this is me telling her this, right? And this is me telling her this because I care. Right, I care not only for her, but also for the child as well. And I'm telling her this because I feel like if, she hears it from a guy that genuinely cares about her, she will, think about these things, just in case potentially if anything, doesn't work out, which, it didn't, work out, that, she would opt to, in a sense, slow down. Um, but, um, yeah, it's tough. I don't I like I don't even know what to even really tell you. I don't. I really don't. I really don't. I've stated, too many times that I need parents to, be proactive and not reactive, not wait until the last moment to want to do something, but, listen to your sixth sense, listen to the red flags, look at everything. Talk to your kids. I've stated that in a multitude of videos. And here we are. Yet again, another example of what takes place when a parent does not specifically talk to their kids. They're not directly in their child's life. They're allowing somebody else to, in a sense, take over, have guardianship, and all these other types of things. And, here we are. Um, like I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that this is something that she has to live with for the rest of her life. This is an everlasting memory. This is something that she's never going to, be able to get, rid of. I'm so sorry. Like, I really am. And it's nothing that I can do. And the only thing that I can do is, these videos and, uh, try to, warn, parents, about people out here who specifically, mean their children harm. Uh, yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut it here. So y'all can just, leave comments directly. Uh, yeah.